Hello everybody on New to Lane, Jimmy Power back for another episode of Pickups and Posts, episode 150, the weekly roundup. Now what's the weekly roundup, I hear you asking? It's not too much a stretch of the imagination, but basically I'm going to start doing my videos. I do my shop vlog on the Monday or Tuesday depending on which day I'm working, and then on the Sunday I do my pickups and post, the weekly updates, which means I'll be including clips from my things that I've seen throughout the week, or like film reviews, and going to add it all up into one video at the end of the week because, well, I don't get a lot of time to do YouTube anymore because I do a lot of hours at work. You know, I do 60-hour weeks some weeks, and it takes up a lot of time, and I really do love doing this YouTube thing, but I want to kind of bit more quality over quantity, if you see what I mean, if you can call it that. But yeah, just for a little while, test the water, see how it goes. But yeah, the weekly roundup will include stuff which I've seen since my shop vlog, and include all my pickups and any films I've seen at the cinema, all that sort of stuff. So, but the only thing that will be separate is if I get a subscriber mail, which is always appreciated, as you know. But anyway, let's get cracking. Shall we get into what I've picked up this week? One title. Taxi Hunter. Now this came out on the 88 label, and it's a film which I really want to see. It's described as the a foreign version of Falling Down with Michael Douglas. A phenomenal film. Go and check that one out. It's awesome. But it's like the foreign version of that, and I really want to see it. It's basically about a guy whose wife gets killed by a taxi driver, so he goes on a hunt to killing all these taxi drivers that are arseholes. And that's the basic plot, and it's about a copper tracking them down and stuff. It looks really good, but yeah, it does sound like Falling Down when I describe it like that. But yeah, it looks really good, and I thought I'd pick that up. It's got a lovely slippy slip. It's in a thin case, and it's got a black case as well. So that was $16.99 in HMV. Now obviously I was off through August, so what did I get in August? Sudden Death with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Never seen this one. It was a $5. I believe it's about like an ice hockey game, and it's like a terrorist attack, and he has to take them down one by one. Bit like Die Hard, but not quite as good. But I've never seen this one, so I thought I'd give it a go. It was a $5. Champions. Now this is a really good film. Really heartwarming, funny, and a good story. It's based on a true story, I believe, and yeah, it's a really good film. Really recommend it. Hostile. Hostile is a great little thriller. Now, I saw this, I got the DVD for 20p in a charity shop. Thought it looked quite good, but you know these sort of films, they're usually a bit hit and miss. Now, this was a bit of a weird one, though. It was a bit of a mixture of a romantic drama and a horror Mad Max Fury Road type thing. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed both stories. Now, it's going to throw people off. Not everybody's going to want to have a love story that has like flashbacks throughout this film, because not everybody likes that sort of thing. But I thought both stories were really well done, and I enjoyed both parts of this film, you know, both elements. I thought the acting was really good. The budget was really well done as well. It was a very low budget, small little independent film. And basically the story about this girl who gets stuck under a van. She's on a mission sort of thing, going across the desert to try and get food for her colony. And her car breaks down, and there's a monster walking around her car, and she has to defend herself, but she's broken her leg. It's a really good action film, but then you got the flashbacks of her meeting this chap and their love story and the ups and downs. Now it does sound like a bit of a weird mix, but for me it really did work. And yeah, I picked up the German import Blu-ray. This was about £4.50 on Amazon, and I really did enjoy it. It's not for everybody, and not everybody will, like I said, would like the romantic side to it, because it does kind of stop the action, but it didn't bother me. I enjoyed it, so that was Hostile. I really recommend it. December with a very nice slippy slip. This, I think, is Vinegar Syndrome. Is it? No, it's not. It's not Vinegar Syndrome. Who is it? I don't know. I can't read it. Oh, Hessen Film? I don't know. I got this off a Facebook page. It looks really good. It's obviously a Christmas horror film, so I'll be watching this closer to time. But yeah, I thought I'd give that a go. It might be crap, but it might be alright. You never know. It might be shite. It might be alright. And I forgot to show this earlier. I got this week through the post. This is A Night at the Opera with the Marx Brothers. I grew up watching the old black and white movies with my dad, and especially films by the Marx Brothers, Will Hay, Laurel and Hardy, that sort of thing. Robert Donut, James Stewart. I watched all of the old golden oldies growing up, because that's what my dad loves. And I do love these movies. And Night at the Opera is my favourite Marx Brothers film. Now, the Marx Brothers were a trio. Well, there were originally 4, and there were 5 when I was on the stage, when they used to do the stage show stuff. But when they, you know, theatre and all that. But then they went to movies, there was 4, which was Harpo, Zeppo, Groucho, and Chico. But this is the 3 Marx Brothers, because Zeppo went off and did his own thing. But yeah, this is Night at the Opera. It's basically about They're trying to get this opera singer to sing at an opera, and it's you don't really need to know the plot, but it's really funny. It has some great lines. My favourite, one of my favourite comedy heroes is Groucho Marx. His one-liners have always been great, so I do love him. And I think, but it's a really funny little film, and it comes out tomorrow on Monday to buy. But for some reason I got it early. It was meant to come out last month, which was my only pickup from last month. Well, mainly anyway. So it was a bit delayed, but I got it on Wednesday this week. So that is A Night at the Opera of the Marx Brothers. I don't love prattle on, but you know what? I love this movie. It's really funny and has one of the funniest scenes ever in comedy history on board shall we say, people in a room. You'll see what I mean if you ever watch it. That's all my pickups. Now I've got to go over a couple of things. Obviously I was off for a month, so I didn't get to do many videos, and but I did get some subscriber mail or gifts. Carly09, we met up at one point. Obviously, you've probably seen in the Carly video. He's a really lovely chap. He's a really nice guy. He's a great friend of mine, and he's recently hurt he's broke part of his leg. So all the best, mate. Hope you're getting well soon. I'm thinking of you. But he did pick up this for me, and he's always a bit of a bugger, because you'll be looking at something in HMV, just randomly looking, and he'll go, "What's that?" And I go, "Oh, it's a Three Musketeers." You go, all right, and he'll snatch it off you and go and pay for it. And I tell him off, say, "No, don't do it, I'll buy it." And he's like, no, I'll do it. And he's a little bugger. But yeah, he gave me the D'Artagnan movie, the new recent Musketeers film. Now, I do love the Musketeers. I grew up on D'Artagnan and the Three Muskehounds, all right? So that was my introduction to the story by Alexander Dumas. Is it Alexander Dumas? Yeah, it is. Dumbass as in like Shawshank reference there. But yeah, this is a film about D'Artagnan, and he joins up the Musketeers and they go on an adventure to save the Queen. That's the basic plot, but it does look good. I like the look of it. It looks very well directed and acted and all that, and it's got that very lovely actress in it, Eva Green. So yeah, I thought I'd pick that one up. Well, I was going to pick one up, but Carl picked it up for me. So Carl, thank you so much. I do hope you're feeling better, my friend. And my very good friend Jim Jams from Jim Jams Movies NTV, James, you was a little bugger. He sent me Soldier as subscriber mail. Like I said, I was off YouTube, so I didn't do any videos, but I thought I'd give him a mention now because he's a great friend, and he very kindly sent me this. Found it in a charity shop, and I've not seen this since the good old days of television. So yeah, I'm really glad. How long is it? It goes on for 350 minutes. You could do that in a day, but you'd have a numb ass. But I'm going to watch it again because I did like this one growing up. So fantastic. Thank you, my good friend. Go and subscribe to Carl and Jim Jams. I'll leave links down below to their channels. Now, I did pick up some Funko Pops. That's right, Funko Pops. You know, those little weird things. I picked up one of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I saw this in Cool in Southampton. It's Fatso, and I really did identify with the character. Now, I did have one of the other characters. I forget the name of the character, but I sent it off to Rob, so he's got that now. So, but I thought, you know, I want to get a Killer Clown in my collection, and I liked this guy. I liked him a lot. I do like one of his scenes in the movie. I do love Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's a great film. I picked this up back at the beginning of August, actually. August was a really good month for vlogs. I met up with Kermit's Ghost, Carly09, and went to Southampton. I went to Brighton. I went to London. Met up with Matthew from Vengeance Media. All amazing guys, and you know, I've had some really great times. That's the month I took off. I just said to the guys, it's typical that I'm meeting up with all these great guys and I'm not doing any videos, but I did get them in my return videos. So, but anyway, back to the plot. So yeah, Fatso is a Killer Clown from Outer Space. I do like the movie. It's a bit of 80s cheese. You watch it now and people probably switch it off within 10 minutes because it is really cheesy. Like cheesier than a direct hit on Cathedral City. But it is charming, it's funny, it's mad. And there's a video game coming out which I'm going to try and get. So yeah, pretty cool. I love Fatso, so there we go. And the final pickup, the Last Ronin Funko Pop. This is obviously a Ninja Turtle from the comic book. The comic book is fantastic. I'm looking forward to the sequel. There is a short film on YouTube, and the guy who did that is now doing another short film. So I'll leave a link to that channel as well. Go and check that out. Fantastic stuff. And yeah, I saw this in Forbidden Planet, was in London, and a lot of them were dented or dinged, or the paintwork wasn't so good. This was the best one I could find, and I do love the art on this. I do love the design of it and the look of it, and yeah, the comic book, like I said, is fantastic. And yeah, I had to get this for my Ninja Turtle collection. So that is The Last Ronin. I'm not going to reveal who the turtle is because that could be a spoiler for those who haven't read the comic yet. And I did go to the cinema this week. I saw two films. I saw Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington. It's It's brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Now, a lot of people say it's boring and slow. I can get that. I can understand why people think that way. But I've always found these films slow. It's a slow build. It doesn't jump in too quick. But there is an opening action sequence that is quite good. But it's more about the character and adapting to life and the ups and downs and then meeting these people and helping these people. And then when the shit hits the fan, he turns it up a notch, let's say. But yeah, this is a really good film. Really enjoyed it. Well acted. And I mean, Denzel Washington is a legend of an actor for today. He's one of the best actors working today. He has this look about him. You know, he can just terrify you just while looking at you. And he is so good in this part. And if this is the last one, then that's fine. Dakota Fanning's back, of course. They were in Man of Fire, which is also a really good film. I haven't seen that for years. And she's back as like a FBI sort of agent or CSI. CSI? Now, what's the other? I mean, you know what I mean. This is you're going out trying to investigate what's going on. But it's a really slow burn action drama, and I really did enjoy it. The only gripe I have is that the showdown at the end was a bit lackluster. It was a bit, oh, bang, 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 done. It was not much to the big payoff, and I think that's where the film was. The only letdown for me was that it just didn't have that big ending, and I think it was good. It was fine. But it wasn't special. It wasn't like great. And you know, it had all that build up and it just, yeah. But overall I did enjoy it. I would give that one 4 out of 5. The other film I saw this week was The Nun 2. Now The Nun 1, or the first Nun, wasn't that great. It was okay. It had some good moments, but it's definitely one of the weaker films in a Conjuring universe or Nunjuring universe. And now we have The Nun 2, which is like a sequel, and I thought this was a better film. It was better made. The acting was fine. It was a bit sluggish though. I did find it a bit here and there, but it was all right. It wasn't bad. It just, maybe it's because I've grown up for the last 30 years watching horror movies. I'm kind of used to the tropes and everything, but it was fine. It was okay. It wasn't anything special. But the last half an hour, the shit hits the fan, and it's really good. The last half hour is saved with this film. And there's a clip in the film that was cut. Well, there's a clip in the trailer that was cut from the film, and it pissed me off because that was one of my favourite elements of the trailer. And it was basically like she's surrounded by all these nuns and they all charge at her. I wanted to see what that was all about, but it got cut. It was a real shame. Hopefully we'll get an extended cut on the Blu-ray. But yeah, the film was good. The last half hour was fantastic. It's just a shame that the nun's only in it for about 5 minutes. It's a film called The Nun, and how much is she in it? Practically none. So yeah, what did I give that one? I gave that 3 out of 5. It's okay, it's alright, saved by a good ending, but it could have been better. Well, that's all I can think of. Oh no, hang on, I went into Primark this week. I went to Primark and I saw some new hoodies and like horror themed, like Nightmare Before Christmas, like Nightmare on Elm Street. I've just shown a bit of footage here quickly. And so that was it. Yeah, I thought I'd just add those little bits into this video so you guys can see. And I went to Comic Con. I'll leave a link down to that video as well. That was great fun. Got to meet up some great people and met some great people, and yeah, fantastic. So yeah, that pretty much rounds up this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be another one next Sunday. And of course, when am I going shop vlogging again? It'll be tomorrow, Monday. I'm off Monday. Hurrah. So I'm going to go and do my shop vlog thing. There's one film I need to pick up. Can you guess what it is? Psst, psst, psst. And there's no slip covers. There's no slip covers on the Spider-Man releases. OCD overload. Oh well, never mind. But yeah, that's out tomorrow. Really good film. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow, probably late afternoon, early evening sort of time. Yeah, there's no rush to get it up. Oh, but yeah, just before I go then, I just want to say thank you once again to everybody who supported me through my break and everything. It was just, I needed a bit of time off, and I just wanted to have a break because I've been doing this for like 7 years, and everybody's been really supportive, and all my subscribers pretty much stayed, and I really do appreciate it, guys. I won't be taking breaks too often, but every now and then sort of thing, because it's good to unwind and not go in the shop videoing everything, especially when you're out with the wife for the day. It's nice to actually spend time with your family and friends as well, but I do love doing this. and there'll be more videos coming soon, guys. Obviously there's tomorrow's video with the shop vlog, and again next Sunday we'll have the pick ups and post weekly recap, weekly roundup as well. So anyway, guys, I've chatted on for far too long, so I'm going to go, but thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, stay safe, play safe, and bye for now.